Hello, how are you today? It's Miss Amy and I'm here to read another chapter of Judy Moody Predicts the Future by Megan McDonald. Today's chapter is Toady Calling, Chapter 3. On Saturday, Stink was reading the encyclopedia again. He wiggles his loose tooth some more, with his mood ring finger, of course. The mood ring glowed, it glittered, it gleamed. Stink scratched his head with his mood ring finger about 100 times a minute. Stink, do you have lice or something? Judy asked. No, said Stink. I have a mood ring. He laughed himself silly. Mr. Licehead was giving Judy a bad case of the moody blues. She could not stay in the same room and watch her mood ring that wasn't hers one more minute. She needed to think. Judy looked out the back door. It was raining outside. She pulled on her rubber boots, dashed across the backyard, and crawled inside the Toad P Club house, aka the old blue tent. Plip-plop, plip-plop went the rain. It was lonely in the clubhouse, all by herself. She wished the other members of the Toad P Club were here. Well, at least Rocky and Frank Pearl. Not Stink. She even missed Toady. Maybe she shouldn't have let Toady go after all, even if it was to help save the world. That was from from our last book, book number 3. Rike, rike, went the toads outside. Boing! Just like that. Uh-oh. Just like that, Judy had an idea. A perfect predict the future idea. She, Judy Moody, predicted Stink would give the mood ring back in no time. All she needed was a yogurt container, a little luck, and a toad. Oh, it's a little windy outside. Judy held out an umbrella, bent over, searching for toads. She looked in a pile of logs. She looked inside a loop of garden hose. She looked under an old bathtub behind the shed. Reek, reek. Whoop. My phone keeps on dropping here. She could hear about 1,000 toads, but she couldn't see a single one. There had to be a toady looking toad around here somewhere. It's not like she's looking for a rare northeast beach tiger beetle or anything. Judy was just about to give up and go back inside when she heard something close, something right there on the back porch, something like reek, reek. It was Mouse. Mouse sounded like a toad. The cat was drinking from her water dish. Wait, Mouse did not sound like a toad. Mouse's water dish sounded like a toad. A real live toad was swimming in Mouse's water dish. Judy took a deep breath. Slowly, slowly, she held out the yogurt container. Ha! Judy trapped the toad under the yogurt container. She wondered if it looked like Toady. She lifted up the container to study the toad. Reek! Boing! The toad hopped across the porch, down the steps and into the wet grass. Here, Toady, Toady. Nice, Toady. Pretty boy, come to Judy. Reek, reek. Gotcha! This time, Judy caught him with her hands. He was the same size as Toady. He had speckles and warts and bumps like Toady. He even had a white stripe down his back, just like Toady. There's a picture of her. Oh, I see Mouse in the background. Same, said Judy. All of a sudden, Judy felt something warm and wet on her hand. Toady too, she cried. Sneaky Judy hit Toady too under a bucket in the tent, and she went to find Stink. "Hey, Stink," yelled Judy, dripping in the doorway. "Let's go hunt for stuff in the backyard." Stink did not even look up from reading the S encyclopedia. "S is for Saturday," said Judy. "S is for stand up. S is for I'm going to scream if you don't come outside." Stink flipped the page. "Are you coming or are you just going to sit there?" she asked. "Sit here," said Stink. Judy tapped her feet. She tapped her fingers. "S is for shh," said Stink. "I'm reading about lizards with a tail that turns blue." "A skink." "Skinks stink," said Judy. Stink ignored her. She, Judy Moody, liked those blue-tailed skinks as much as the next person, but she was not in a S is for sitting still mood. She had to get Stink outside fast. "I've seen a stinky skink before." "Where?" asked Stink. "The backyard? Come on, Stinker. We can look for skinks," said Judy. "You think?" asked Stink. He closed the encyclopedia. "Rain is the perfect skink hunting weather," said Judy. Stink looked for skinks on the cracks on the back porch. He looked in the flower pot. He looked under Mouse's dish. "What makes you think we can find skink anyways?" asked Stink. ESP, extra special powers. Extra special skink powers. "Keep looking." I'm looking. Whoever finds a skink first gets an ice cream at Screamin' Mimi's." "Wait, what's that?" Judy closed her eyes. Baba. Nee. I feel a presence. A skink? I hear a sound. Is it a skink or something?" asked Stink. "Or something," said Judy. She closed her eyes again. She pressed her fingers to her forehead. "Yes, I'm getting a color. Greenish brown. Everything in the backyard is greenish brown. I see bumps. It's bumpy," said Judy. "Skinks are not bumpy," said Stink. "Definitely bumpy," said Judy. "Is it bumpy like dead leaves?" "Skinks love dead leaves," said Stink. "Bumpy like warts," said Judy. "Now, I see something to do with water." Stink looked around. "It's raining. Water is everywhere." "I said something to do with water," said Judy. "Bucket?" "Bucket." She was trying hard to send Stink an ESP, but he wasn't getting the message. "Wait, the presence is saying something," said Judy. "Yes, it's speaking to me." "Reek, reek." "A toad?" asked Stink. "Is the presence a toad?" "Yes," said Judy. "No, wait. Yes, a toad? For real? Toady?" asked Stink. "Is it Toady calling?" Here she is outside with Toady. She's doing her ESP. Ooh, I visualize something. Ooh, ESP. "Yes," said Judy. "It's Toady. Today is calling to me." "Toady is calling to me." "Rare." Where is he?" asked Stink. "Wait, no, sorry, I had it, but I'm losing it now." "No," cried Stink. "Close your eyes again. Concentrate. Feel the presence or something. Do it with me," said Judy. Stink and Judy held hands. They closed their eyes. "Say, eeny, meeny, green zucchini," said Judy. "Eeny, meeny, green zucchini." "Yes, I see it. I see a bucket, and I see something blue. A blue roof. No, it's a tent. Yes. a blue tent. Stink raced inside the tent and went straight for the bucket. He lifted it up. Reek! Toady too, said Jody. Toady too? I mean, Toady too, as in also, as in not just some crummy old bucket. Toady, you're back, cried Stink. He hugged his toad in his hands. He grinned, a loose tooth grin. I missed you. He came back for real, just like Judy said. Like I predicted, said Judy. Just call me Madame Moody. Madame M for short. Is it really him, said Stink. Who else? Today, I didn't let you go, Judy. Honest. Don't ever leave again, Toady. Don't ever leave again. Stink held Toady in both hands. I don't even care if he makes me a member of the Toad Pea Club again, said Stink. Eck, said Judy. Stink kissed Toady on his beady-eyed, bumpy head. Now, can I have my ring back, she asked. And that is the end of Chapter 3, Toady Calling. See you again soon for Madame M for Moody, Chapter 4. Have a great day.